Kia ora, welcome to Te Awamutu Event Centre, ASB Stadium here in Te Awamutu for the 2025 New Zealand Health Group Wheelchair Rugby Low Point National Championships. First day, first game, it is between Waikato in the black, yellow and red, taking on Bay of Plenty in the blue and yellow. My name is Bevin, Jenkinson of Bev's Broadcasting. Good to have you wherever you're tuned in. Got Enfys Wereta in behind camera for this one. Referees are John and Hunter Corson, father and son. And we're underway. Looks as though Bay of Plenty might have tapped it on, but it's going to be there for David Klinkhammer. He takes it in quite nicely. A bit of a tussle going on. We'll wait and see where this ball ends up. Low point is the between 0.5 and 1.5 players. So lower the classification, the less ability, as we've got a good fight going on here that I don't think anyone's claiming at the moment. Great example of low pointers and a 40-second timeout to start the game. Got 40 seconds to score a try once it's touched on court. And just wait and see who's got the ball. It'll be Waikato with Chris Moore, former Wheel Black himself, one of the more experienced players. Tend to prefer experienced than older. There with David Klinkhammer, the 1-5. Gets around Shane Brand and Waikato open up the scoring, 1-0 they lead. David Klinkhammer went to the 2008 Beijing Paralympics with the New Zealand Wheel Blacks, the national side of wheelchair rugby. It's cut beat, slaps it onto Shane Brand, the man from Melbourne, Victoria. Got Amanda Lowry high, uses her, bit of a juggle there. Does well though. David Klinkhammer, a bit of shadow, manages to tip the ball on. And wait and see, I think this might actually trail all the way back down the other end of the court. There's Klinkhammer, strong on D. Brand makes sure they should be able to retain the ball, they will. But 1 second left on the clock. Waikato, two-time back-to-back defending champions of the Low Point Nationals. As Lowry manages just to get it on the tips of the fingers, but the 40-second clock runs out. So 2 40-second violations in a row. A couple of rule changes due to low pointers. Instead of the 12 seconds to get over halfway, as you normally do in wheelchair rugby, you've allowed 15 now. Once you gain possession in the back court, and David Klinkhammer makes it 2-0 to Waikato. The law changed as we've got an equipment timeout by the look of things. Just wait and see what the signal is. No, Bay of Plenty have called a timeout. Rules changed earlier this year. 8 seconds to bounce a pass, as we've just had behind us. It was changed from 10, but for low pointers it's gone back to 10 seconds. I think Neil Cudby, the player coach there, just having some words with his team. Behind us, Canterbury Chargers taking on the Manawatu Mustangs. Canterbury Chargers 2-1 they lead. 5 teams here at the low pointer nationals. Canterbury, Manawatu, Waikato, Bay of Plenty, and Auckland is the other team. Took me a second to realise who it was. We've just got a officials timeout at the moment. 6 years, only 2 teams have managed to win this tournament, Auckland and Waikato, 4-2 in favour of the Waikato Stampede team. I think it's just a bit of an issue with the clock being more certified, but now we're back into play. It's Cudby the 0.5. Taps it on to Brand, and it's out of court. We'll go back to Waikato possession. Nice little tip for you here, Enfys, okay? First time I commentated wheelchair rugby was with Neil.
Really?
Yep. 2017 Asia Oceania Nationals at, funnily enough, ASB Stadium. Well, actually, what was then ASB Stadium is now Barfoot and Thompson Stadium in Auckland. Tamaki Makaurau. Chris Moore, finding Klinkhammer, experienced player. He, as I said, 2008 Beijing Paralympics with the Wheel Blacks. He had more hair back then as well. And makes it 3-0. Nice little patience there being shown. As Shane Brand has it. We always say that we've got a problem with our immigration system if he keeps being allowed over every year. Thankfully he takes it the jest that it is intended. And Shane Brand will score Bar Penny's first try. 3-1, 5:42 left first period. Good defence work there from Amanda Lowry as well. 90% of the sport is actually played off the ball. As this ball might come into Thomas Goodwin's hands. And we've got an equipment timeout. Thomas Goodwin and Shane Brand having a bit of a fight and a tussle for the ball there, but just actually trying to work out whose tyre it's popped. It might be David Klinkhammer's here. 2 types of punctures in wheelchair rugby, the silent ones and the really violent ones. And a minute to replace that tyre, as you can see Peter Klinkhammer just managing to change the tyre. Good to have you tuned in, Jack Brown. I see you commenting on the live stream. Hope you're well, mate. Manawa 2 player. Thomas Goodwin with the ball, first major tournament he's played at. He joined the sport a couple of months ago. Nat Manfield gets over halfway, taps it on to Chris Moore, and it'll be out of court. And a turnover there for Waikato, for Bay Plenty. Sam Fitness doing the inbounding, trying to find some support. Only could find David Klinkhammer though. And it's 4-1. Got any thoughts, comments, questions, folks? Please put them in the chat. I'll get round to them when I see them. Shane Brand fighting with Manville and Klinkhammer, trying to get the ball away. Finds Fitness, sits up in his lap well. He'll bat it down to straight to Chris Moore. Some good hands there by the 0.5 play up. Finds Klinkhammer. Fighting hard, back to Moore. .25 on the try clock. Klinkhammer met with Lowry. Gets around Lowry and scores on that right post for 5-1 now. Waikato Stampede leads. Brand fighting hard off Moore. 1-5. Looking down court for his 1-5 female player. Lowry manages just to tap it on. It's fighting. Chris Moore loses it. 20 on the try clock. Everyone's running over the top of it. Typical low point rugby here. And it ends up with David Klinkhammer. This good one does some good defence work. And we'll score Waikato Stampede 6th. Ball is loose. And still some players fighting over that. Klinkhammer with a third turnover in a row. There with Goodwin, moves to the left. Now there with Moore, lives in Maraetai, halfway between here and Auckland, or Auckland Centre, sorry. Ball is loose, there's 8 seconds on the try clock, doesn't matter. Lowry with the turnover, bats it down, Brand having to give chase. And does exceptionally well. Picks it up right on the line. Doubles Bud Plenty score. 5-2. There will be highlights and bloopers posted to the Facebook page where you're watching this on at some point in the near future. As Sam Fitness with the turnover, almost copped the Falcon there. Oh, Shane Brand definitely could with the Falcon. Back to Lowry. And Neil, no try. Neil Cudby, 10 seconds in the key. The attacking player cannot spend 10 seconds in the key, whereas a attacking player, a defending team, can't have all 4 players in the key. You just see to the right of screen the white line running across court. Wheelchair rugby key different to basketball. Good one, trying to get around Fitness. Manville there with a block. Moore makes a big hole through the middle. And it's 10 seconds, no bounce. It happens, Thomas, it happens. And Bevin with a turnover. It's a fickle thing. 2:14 left in this first period. Day 1, game 1. As Brand held up there by Goodwin. Brand backs out of it and gets free. Fitness doing some blocking. Goes around that right side. Lowry secures the try for Brand. He's scored all both Phoebe's tries so far, 6-3. They trail, 1:56 on the clock. Moore having to find some support. It's got to be touched on court. Does there from Cudby, but Klinkhammer turns it back with Waikato. Taps it down to Manville. Has been part of the Wheel Black setup a few years ago now. And he taps it over halfway. Simple logic in sport. You'd rather have, if the opposition can have the ball, you'd rather it as further away from the try line as possible. Bevin with another turnover. Good fight back from them. And this ball is loose. And it's a 10-second violation. So it'll be back down where the inbound was for the Waikato Stampede. On court 2, 10-2, Canterbury Chargers leading Manawatu Mustangs. finds the front of Goodwin's chair. So it's loose for Waikato. There'll be another turnover for Bevin. Two very quick 40-second violations earlier in this game. Haven't had one so far. On the other court, there's been about 2 or 3 as well. Nature of the stadium, we're pretty close to court 2. A big thanks to the Waikato District Council and the staff here at ASB Stadium for the use of their venue. Lowry being shadowed by Klinghammer. Nice ball there to Fitness. Klinghammer gets off Lowry to shadow him. There to Lowry again. 3 players all the way back down the other end of the court, tying up Shane Brand, and 2 players tying him up. 5 seconds left on the try clock. And that'll be the 40 seconds. The old commentator's curse coming in there. It had been a while since we've had one. It'll be Waikato with the ball. Just go to John. No, you're all right. More to do the inbounding. Looks as though bat it from his knees. He does. Finds Klinghammer. Sam Fitness a little bit gutted he didn't turn that ball over. A little bit of drag race with the 1-5s. Klinghammer gets his arms going well. Actually shadowed from Shane Brand. No try. Shane Brand's actually run out of court there. So he'll go to the bin. First player we've had in the bin in either game, this first one. Wheelchair rugby can be a weird thing. Sometimes you have a player in the bin every other minute. And so, I know the first game, or the first tournament I turned up to, which is here, I think 2 minutes left in the game, I had 1 player. More with the inbound. Flying out there, hits Klinghammer. More though will turn it on. Oh, Lowry's got it on the front of your chair there. Picks it up, no problem if it is on the front of your chair. As this ball will roll through the back court. Klinghammer with the turnover. And that is the end of the first period. An entertaining one where a lot of things have happened. Waikato 6. Bevin 3, we'll be back in 2 minutes. Hope mai anō, welcome back. Second period action, 2025 New Zealand Health Group Wheelchair Rugby Low Point National Championships. Big thanks to the sponsors C1 South, Care Upfront, Geneva Healthcare, Healthcare New Zealand, Drake Maddox, Melrose Kiwi Concept Chairs as Shane Brand comes back on court. He was in the penalty box during the break, and Klinghammer with the turnover. New Zealand Health Group, which of course has the naming rights, Parafed, Waikato and Solora. As David Klinghammer makes it 7-3. Can't have tournaments like this, etc, etc. Organisations can't do without the help of the generosity of local businesses. Bevin, Jenkinson of Bev's Broadcasting with you, Enfys Wereta in behind camera. Funny enough, Enfys, I was just going to say, can you just tilt that up a bit and zoom in? And before I had a chance to say it, you did it. Klinkhammer loses it. Stacey Roach on court. She's going to try and make sure nobody gets it. Actually, might end up with Lowry. And it'll be out of court in the end. And back with Waikato. Over on the other court, start of the second period, 13-3. Canterbury Chargers leading the Manawatu Mustangs. As John Corson loses that one goal. One of his sons at Ag Day in somewhere around the Counties Monaco area. With a lamb. As Manville gets over halfway, Brand trying to be a nuisance. Klinkhammer's there, finds Klinkhammer, does Manville. Waikato at this tournament only playing with 4 players. The minimum you can have for a squad. As Moore and Manville does some great D work. And Klinkhammer scores with 2 seconds left on that try clock. Second period, 8-3, Waikato Stampede leading. Watch these games back as often as you like until Facebook go and delete the videos. They keep threatening to do so, but haven't. The new changes. Good turnover there from Klinkhammer, a bit fortunate. But all games will be uploaded to Bev's Broadcasting YouTube channel as well. Klinkhammer finds no way through. Gives it off to more stop there by Brand. And it's out of court. Off Brand though, so stay with Waikato. 20 seconds left on the try clock. Next game on the live stream coming up at 1 p.m. Auckland taking on Waikato. Live on another link. Because this ball's loose, it might roll over the back of Waikato's half. It does. Brand there marking. Klinkhammer gets round. 8 seconds left on the try clock. Can Tito stop him? He can't. Good try again. Some good pace being shown by the more experienced player. Tito has been following Bev's broadcasting for quite a while. Bats it down. Isn't going to find Lowry in time. It does. But a bit of a tussle of a loose ball. Klinkhammer almost with the turnover. And out of court. They'll stay with Bay of Plenty. Tito will have it in Bay of Plenty's back court there. As Klinkhammer has it on the tips of his fingers, rolls over halfway. And there's no blue and yellow shirts even close to him as he scores Waikato's 10th. Do apologise, I pushed the wrong button there. But you haven't missed anything. Tito backs it over the shoulder. Brand fighting, picks it up, uses his tyres nicely there. And 15-second violation. And Waikato Stampede with the turnover. 16-3 on court 2. Canterbury Chargers leading Manawatu Mustangs. Is that what you call it, Eds? No. Just having a bit of a chuckle with Eds Carter behind me here. Caught up by a couple of players. Timeout over. Still Goodwin. Off 2 more. Brand goes up and down. Oh, that was close to the biggest blooper so far. Right, just straight up the wheel, up the tyre. As you saw a NASCAR video last week where somebody was riding along the wall sideways. Not too sure how he got into that position, but it was a slightly big weekend in New South Wales happening. Bathurst 1000 at Panorama. But plenty calling another time out here. Thomas Goodwin is a mountain biker. Has a $50,000 adaptive bike, mountain bike. $50. Started playing rugby a few months ago. Well, actually, I should transition into this Enfys. I asked Dave Klunkhammer if he could print off my notes for me. And normally when you say that to people, they'll just print them off. But no, he actually went and changed a few things on my notes for me. So I didn't know that until I saw the paper.
What about?
Oh, just all sorts like that there. I didn't know who Thomas. I've never met the guy, unfortunately, so I didn't have any notes for him. But very helpful to have that.
Yeah, sure.
As battered Goodwin, talking of Goodwin, might have put his hands through that, but more, he's lost it. Hobergen on court with the orange fluoro headband, and it's a jump ball. And it will be with Waikato. So, ball was in possession of 2 people. We have the inbound right next to us there. There with Klunkhammer. Gets around Stacey Roach. Around Hobergen. Brandon's gone the wrong way and Klunkhammer makes no mistake of it. (12-3). Waikato Stampede lead. Great to see Geneva Healthcare here. Access Care Drake Medox also setting up. It's always a well-supported event here in Te Awamutu as it's come out of court from Bay of Plenty. Just couldn't control that ball in. These players don't often have very limited hand function in what they can push, grab, catch, pass. But it's the beauty of low pointers. Klunkhammer goes back to back to back. It's 14-3. 4:12 left in the second period, first half of 4. Roach went to the 2000 Sydney Paralympics, captained the New Zealand team of 4 in boccia, and finished 4th. Here's Klunkhammer adds another. Brand with it, asking Roach to do some blocking. Brand will score Bay of Plenty's first try of the second period. It's taken them just over 4 minutes to do so, but been some good work from Waikato that's denied them. As Moore bats it down to Klinkhammer, has it in the front of his chair, collects it fine. Makes a nice photo as well. Moore there. Nice little offload away to Klinkhammer. One of the other notes he added to the notes I'd made was that he loves me singing. I don't know if you know that story, Enfys.
I don't know that story.
Yeah, no, there is definitely a story, and like most of the stories I talk about in commentary, it's not me in a good light. I'll try and show it to you at half time.
Please do.
This ball will be with Bevin. 19-4, the Cetnre Chargers leading Manawatu Mustangs on court 2 here. As Kevin Hoberg is out of court. And Waikato with another turnover. Ball down, it's going to sit nicely for Klinkhammer. They extend that lead again. 16-4, 3 minutes exactly to play, second period, first half. Ball down to Dan Fitness, it's at the top of his fingers. Goodwin giving chase. And Klinkhammer with the turnover. I thought you were going for the bin there, Donald. $17-4, sorry. Trying to help Bevin out there is Klinkhammer with another turnover. The other thing about David Klinkhammer, loves a falcon. And I think one of the best falcons, if you don't know what a falcon is, it's when the ball hits the head. One of the best ever falcons happened in the All Blacks game last week. The Geordie Barrett fell over, hit it in the head. Did you not see that trade, Enfys? Oh no, brilliant. And in the end, Quintapaya raced away with it. But it was like a big smack in the head of the ball that set it up. Accidental. And Shane Brand in the bin, off court, sorry. Substituted, nice little pass over. Hoberg flicks it. John Corson does very well to get out of the way. And I'll be back with Waikato. Should say Healthcare New Zealand here also advertising their wares. As Shane Brand's spell in the off court didn't last very long. He's got about 5 metres of court to actually find someone. But plenty holding up defence high. As Brand with the turnover. Then a Fitness. And Fitness will score his first try of the weekend. It's a great thing about low corners, the 0.5 can add to the tally. Moore finds Klinkhammer. Klinkhammer on that right wing. You can play plenty of players, will they? Shane Brand decided to give a good chase and doesn't quite deny him. $19-5, just under 2 to play. Second period, first half. Nice trying to get off Lowry there. interesting. Amanda's had quite a haircut that's quite low. Klinghammer finds off Lowry, 20 seconds on the try clock. Cudby denies Klinghammer on the left, and Klinghammer through the middle. Scores Waikato's 20th. I'm trying to help you, Sandra. Brand looking about, finds Cudby. Will it be a give and go? No, Cudby works off more. Has fitness with him. Lowry high. Tries to bat it down and only finds Klinghammer's lap. And Klinghammer scores Waikato Stampede's 21st. This time Cudby finds Lowry, no problem. Checked a little bit there from Moore though. Klinghammer with another turnover though. And no try. This is the player out of court. Yeah, it might have been Thomas Goodwin there, so it's a turnover here for Bay of Plenty. Sam Fitness starred in the recent Sweet Productions License to Drive, which is a documentary about people with disabilities gaining their licence, which Sam did no problem getting his full. 21-6, Bay of Plenty score their third. 3 in the first period, 3 in the second. Sweet Productions co-founder Jai Waite playing for Auckland this weekend. You can see Dylan Maid on the back there wearing his Highlanders jersey proudly, as he does, playing for Auckland now. Klinghammer on that left wing. 23 left on the clock. Brand on this near side. Pops it down to Lowry. She'll claim it quite well there. And it's with 10 seconds left. Penny scored their 7th. 4th of the period. 22-7 it is. And Brand with another. So Bay just capitalising late in this period here. 8 seconds on the try clock, as you could probably hear Robert Werner in the background. Klinghammer tips it over the back. There with Fitness. Time will run out. That is half time here. It is Waikato Stampede 22 leading Bay Plenty 8. We'll be back shortly for the second half. Alright, welcome back. Third period action, game 1, day 1 for 2025 New Zealand Health Group Wheelchair Rugby No Point National Championships, but it is the Waikato Stampede 22-8 leading Bay of Plenty. Jordan Tito, Stacey Roach, Amanda Lowry and Kevin Hobergen on court for the Steamrollers. As Klinghammer turns it over for the Waikato Stampede. Klinghammer, Goodwin, Manville and Moore, the only 4 players Waikato have at this tournament. This one lost over the back of Manville's shoulder. Roach there trying to hunt a bit well. Klinghammer though with the turnover, with the securing of position, I should say. There with Goodwin. Loves a bit of mountain biking. And Thomas Goodwin will score his first try. 23-8. Stampede leading. There with Lowry. Klinghammer marshalling. Ball there to Tito. And Klinghammer will turn it over. And score another. 25-9. Sorry, 24-8. Trusted the scoreboard too many times. Hoping in 1-5 with the inbound. As Klinghammer turns the ball back over. Good commanding lead so far from the Waikato team. Hoboken runs out of time, 10 seconds for it to be touched on court. So Waikato Stampede will have the inbound down the other end. Chris Moore bats it to Klinghammer. Bevin, Jenkinson of Bev's broadcasting, Enfys Wereta behind camera. Pops it to Moore and it's out of court, so Dave Penny with the turnover. Yeah, marked man, answer, marked man. There's this ball out of court, so back turnovers. Penny just struggling a bit. Excuse me, to find some support. On court 2 behind us, Canterbury Chargers 25 leading Manawatu Mustangs 4. In game 2, these Low Point Nationals. And Klinghammer finds room on that right corner. Big thanks to the sponsors of this tournament, C1 South, Kia Upfront, Geneva Healthcare is another turnover the way of Waikato. Healthcare New Zealand, Drake Medox, Melrose Kiwi Concept Chairs, New Zealand Health Group, who are also naming the rights to this tournament, Parafed Waikato and Solora. Also big thanks to the volunteers here, the referees as well. It is free entry, folks, at the Te Awamutu Event Centre or ASB Stadium. So if you're in the area, please come on down. Otherwise, sit back, relax, and enjoy my tones. Klinghammer trying to find a hole in the middle, can't. And no try. Player leaving the court illegally. Can't go over the court, over the baseline there as a defender. So Sam Fitness, the second player in the bin in this game. Either 30 seconds on the try clock or a try from Waikato to release him. Whichever one comes first. It's Moore finds Lowry. Does he? No, he doesn't. Lowry loses it. So he'll be back with Waikato. Klinghammer adds another one to his total, showing his experience. 27-8, just under 6 to play, third period. Cudby. Down to Brand. Klinghammer with a drag race. Nothing wrong with seeing a 1-5 and a 1-5 drag race. 30 on the tripod. Brand gets off the pace. And we'll go through the middle. Score by pennies first of the third period. 27-9. Got any thoughts, comments, or questions? Please put them in the chat. It's a bit hard commentating by yourself, so if you've got anything insightful, or any questions, I'll get round to them when I see them. It's Goodwin fighting off Brand. Loose ball, but straight to Klinghammer, down to Manville from the mighty Palmerston North region, or Manawatu region. Manville met by Brand. Trying to stop any offload. Couldn't quite get the held ball. There with Klinghammer. And Klinghammer scores. It's good teamwork there, good patience being shown. 40 seconds doesn't sound like a lot, but it can be. Been a while since we've had a 40-second timeout. Violation, sorry. There's been 3 in this game. There's Brand trying to get around Klinghammer, can't. Cudby up high. Lowry trapped. Gets the ball loose though. And it'll be with Waikato. Moore drops it there to Klinghammer. Good one. Sure, Lowry can't disrupt the try-scoring machine that is Klinghammer. 29-9 now. Fitness loses it the second time. Not out of court though. Gets it away to Cudby. It's also loose. Klinghammer picks it up. We have another little tidbit about Neil Cudby and what he gets in spare time in a moment. There was Goodwin. Goodwin getting around and doubles his tally. 39. Sorry. Big Cudby. Here's one for you, Enfys. He is hand cycled to base camp on Mount Everest. Yeah. As Brand out of court. Just waiting to see what the call is here. Yeah, it's no try. It'll be Waikato ball from the side. Yeah, I hear that even walking to base camp on Everest is bad enough. But yeah, they did that a few years ago now. Cudby tapping it to Larry. It's out of her hands. And Klinghammer with the turnover. Klinghammer. Bit of a side wheel movement. And Goodwin secures the try for the Waikato Stampede, 31-9. There with Lowry. Just a bit of MC work in your spare time. It's a daughter that swims as well. It's a swimmer. As Klinghammer with a good turnover there. Now it's tied up between a few of them. Brand is going to secure the turnover. Two really good highlights there. Down to Cudby. Cudby to 0.5. Over the back there to Brand. Shane Brand adds another tally. Into double figures now, Penny, 31-10. 3:15 left on court 2. It is Canterbury Chargers 33-6 leading Manawatu Mustangs. Moore trying to bat it down court, does. And Brand giving chase here. And turnover. Brand fighting. And will score. They're plenty back to back this time. 31-11 they trail. That looks delicious. Got a Subway for lunch by the look of things. Klinkhammer finds Goodwin, sorry. And it's only the two Waikato players at the front of the court, although Brand is giving chase. Goodwin trying to get his arms going. Over the back there to Klinkhammer. 13 left on the tri-clock. And Moore's found a hole on that left post. Phone reminding me that I need to take my meds. As Cudby loses it straight there to Klinkhammer. Bang bang again, Waikato. Brand loses it on the tips of his fingers. It's hard to grab, especially when he was reaching forward as far as he could. And it'll be a Waikato turnover. And I'm trying to take photos with my SD card not in the camera.
That was all in the plan.
To apologise that Tony the referee just in the way there a little bit, can't be helped. This one is down here and Brand picks it up. Got pretty much thought to himself. Goodwin giving chase. Brand makes no mistake, the man from Melbourne, Victoria. On the West Island of New Zealand. You don't know what the West Island of New Zealand is, do you, Enfys? Australia, they prefer.
Should have just said that.
No, West Island sounds good. North, south and west. Good one. Gets around Cudby. There's a 1 pointer. And 15-second violation to get over half. And turn over here for Bay Plenty. They've improved in each of the three periods they played in. We've got 1:45 left in this third period. As Neil will score his first try of the weekend on that right corner. Do love that Bay Penny, you can see on the right of the screen that big pole there with a green box on the end of it. It's called a VO camera. Tracks the ball. They are actually using it in this game. Bit of footage for analysis. This is Klinkhammer down to Moore. Moore trying to straighten and push. He does. Brand giving chase. And Moore will score his second. Very quiet player. A very nice guy as well. Brand manages to bounce it to himself. Has it almost in that crook of the arm there. Klinghammer gets in the way of it, but it's going to set up nicely for Lowry. 20 on the try clock, but it's turned over. From Klinghammer. Still with ball, looks at his options. Larry there being a nuisance. .24 on the game clock left in this third period. Just winding down the clock, perfectly legal. It'll be Bevin with ball at the start of the last period. And it doesn't look as though Waikato's going to score. That'll be the end of the third period. Waikato Stampede 34, leading Bevin 13 as we head into the Hoki Maono, welcome back. Last period of the first game of the 2025 New Zealand Health Group Wheelchair Rugby National Low Pointers as David Klinghammer adds another to his tally to start this period. Waikato Stampede in the commanding lead at the moment, 35-13. Did enjoy that. Mitch Simpson behind us here from the Canterbury Chargers team asked who was leading. Was pretty happy that it was, Waikato, being a former Waikato player himself. As Klinghammer scores. It's 36-13 now that the scoreboard's finally caught up. Good old give and go with Roach and Hobergen. Trying to find Larry down court. This one might be okay for Larry if she can use the tyre. No, she can't. And in the end, it's off the front of Goodwin's chair, so it'll be still with Bevin. Big thanks again to the tournament sponsors, C1 South, Care Up Front, Geneva Healthcare New Zealand, Drake Maddox, Maori's Kiwi Concept Chairs, New Zealand Health Group, who are naming rights sponsors to the tournament, and Parafed Waikato, as well as Salora. Ball is loose, and 10 seconds no touch. So it'll be back with Waikato. Good to have you tuned in. Bevin, Jenkinson of Bev's Broadcasting, Enfys Wereta behind camera. Moore finding Manville. 0.5 to 0.5 as Manville chasing, pushing down court. Roach is trying to give chase. And Manville's lost this. He got 10 seconds to bounce a pass and he just wasn't able for that ball to sit up. Again, the nature of low point nationals. It's the players that have the least function, especially in their hands. So do a bit of ball boy work there. And it'll be black ball with Waikato down the other end of the court, as it wasn't touched there. As Klinkhammer tries to find a way, Roach says no. Now trying to find a way just to that left post. Good win there, trying to do some work. 20 seconds on the try clock. Klinkhammer, oh, great steal there from Lowry. Brilliant work. And looks as though she'll capitalise on that turnover. Make the highlights reel for sure, that one. It's 36-14, they trail by Plenty Steamrollers, named from the Bunnings NPC team, the Steamrollers. It's Klinkhammer making right work of it. Otago, very similar, but with the Super Rugby team, the Highlanders, they call themselves the Wheelanders. Roach has got this one straight off the pick bar. Nothing she could do about it. That one guaranteed to make the bloopers. There'll be highlights and bloopers posted to the Facebook page you're watching this one on. Eventually, I do apologise about, I promised the same thing for Nationals, but I had to buy a new laptop soon after. This Klinkhammer just does does a bit of fixing on the post there. The ball might have actually gone out of the door there. It has give and go with Roach and Hobergen. Long ball down to Lowry. And Roach has tapped it on. Didn't quite secure it. And we'll roll out of court, but it'll still be with Bay Plenty as they bring on some substitutions. Shane Brand and Sam Fitness coming on for Jordan Tito and Kevin Hobergen. You can also watch these games back often as you like, folks, until Facebook delete them. I do upload all the games we live stream to Bev's Broadcasting YouTube channel, where they shouldn't be deleted. Lowry. Trying to find room on that right side, can't. Comes back through the middle. Make sure she bounces it. 20 on the try clock. Gives it to Brand. Roach trying to find a hole for him, can't. She might have to get out of there pretty soon. There's a Fitness. And it's a 10-second violation in the key going against Stacey Roach. So it'll be a turnover ball for Waikato. There was 4 seconds on the try clock as well. So they were running out of time. Manville Brand's taken this out of his hands, but it's actually come off Manville's pick bar. So they'll be back with Bay Plenty. Fitness with the inbound. Straight to Lowry. Bay Plenty on a bit of a roll this halfway through the last period. (38-15), 4:36 left in this game. Brand. Brand trying to find it on the right corner. Does. On the left corner, sorry. Does so. 38-16. Nice quick ball there to Klinghammer from Moore. Never know come the end of the weekend to determine placings. I trust the Enfys, cricket, rugby, any time where I can just do something a little bit different like going and getting the ball, I will. I've been known to commentate cricket and drop catches from sixes that are hit. As Fitness has it. A little bit of light coming through that door. Great hands there from Klinghammer with the turnover. And Corson jumping over. All sorts of stuff happening. (40-16). As Fitness finds Roach, but it's only going to be cleaned up by Klinghammer. And it's been a bit stagnated. The momentum Bevin had not long ago. As Fitness bats it, finds Roach. Ball is loose though. And Fitness does well to pick that up. And it's still got to be with Bevin. Neil Cudby coming on court. I think it'll be for Stacey Roach. No, because he's in the middle of another game there. Enfys. Bit of a court streaker or court invasion. And it'll be here with Waikato on the other court behind us. Cetnre Chargers 39-11, leading Awamutu Mustangs. Auckland Rhinos, the fifth team in this tournament. As Klinghammer goes through the middle. Fitness trying to find Brand, just hits nicely there for Manville. Now it's Klinghammer. That's another one to the tally. There was Brand. And second time he's gone up and down on the side of the wheel. There was Larry, and Larry be a backcourt violation. Once you have the ball in the front court like she did there, you can't go back into your back court like basketball. You're going to turn over again for Waikato. More. Finds Fitness, so another turnover. Good one in there, just taps it out. It's still really with Bevin though. Brand fighting to get the ball. And out of court, so I'll be back with Waikato. Klinghammer Bit of side wheel movement there off Lowry, Brand giving chase. There's drag race between those two for a while. And Kanya's bit of clean feet though. Pretty sure he's won all the drag races against Brand. Fitness. Bats it down, hits Moore, hits Brand, lands with Goodwin. Back to Moore, back to there to Klinkhammer. Bit of passage of play there from the low pointers. And this ball will race out of court, but stay with Waikato. What happened there? Did the Hunter fall over or? No, that might make the bloopers. Gotta love it when bloopers happen, not just with the players. Well, I hope you have. There's a good one trying to get off Cudby. Finds Moore. Moore manages to bat it just before he goes over back court. Klinkhammer gives it back to him. And it was a 40-second violation. The fourth one of the game. 40 seconds once the ball's touched on court to score. His Fitness bats it to Cudby, and it's at the front of his wheel. Actually, I was sure that ball was going to go out sideways there. It hasn't, it's gone straight down the end of the court. It's a bit of fortune there for Bevin, as I said earlier. Simple maths and simple logic, in sport. If the other team must have the ball, you want it as far away from your try line as possible. It'll be more. Finds Goodwin, the one-pointer. It's full time on the other court. Canterbury Chargers 42-12 have beaten Manawatu Mustangs. Still 2.5 minutes left in this game. Good hands there from Manville, the 0.5. Brand there, trying to be a nuisance. Gives it there to Klinkhammer. Klinkhammer, marked by Fitness. And Chris Moore goes over backwards. Doesn't matter how you score them, as long as you got two tyres, two wheels over the baseline while in control of the ball. (45-16), as we can see, a great shot of the back of Hunter Corson's head. Can't be helped, unfortunately. Fitness gets to him, Klinkhammer. Klinkhammer has a good smirk on his face. His Fitness did well. And Brand converts. (45-17). There's Moore trying to find Klinkhammer, only finds Brand. Brand has got in the way of that. That was a bit of an oopsie, could have left that one alone. Old hindsight though, especially in sport, can be 20/20. Klinkhammer finds Moore. Lowry in there, Goodwin making sure Moore's still got some space. There with Brand, 20 on the try clock. And Brand with the turnover, and he'll have the court to himself. Penny just starting to click a little bit in this game. Taking some momentum in their way, 45-18. There was Klinkhammer. 1 minute to play there with Goodwin. Then a Moore. Moore's got Manville up court. And this one's just probably going to trace away from Manville. Actually, no, it won't. He picks it up brilliantly. What a try! What a way to prove the commentator wrong. It's not that I don't think Manville wasn't good enough to pick it up. It was just, 0.5. The ball managed to slow down well enough for him. 46-18, 40 seconds left. As this is out of court. Here's Cudby. Has it on the front of the pick bar. And it's out of court. Oh, that's the third or fourth time that the ball has actually sat on the front of the pick bar like that.
That was like perfect.
Yeah.
Sitting there.
Until he got knocked.
Yeah.
You do see it from time to time in other tournaments. But I suppose with the fact that low pointers generally have a pick bar, just having a look, and all players on court here do have pick bars. That's that little cage at the front of the chair. It will happen more often, I suppose. And his ball is out of court, but a laughter there coming from the sideline. Good to see Georgia Mekia's family has turned up for this tournament. They didn't at Nationals, finding a bit too expensive to travel to Christchurch. It's got 10 seconds left, 46-18. Waikato will go 1-0 along with Canterbury. So it's there with fitness. Can Bay Plenty score the 19th? They will with right on full time. Bay Plenty 19 have been beaten by Waikato Stampede 46. We'll be back at 1 o'clock New Zealand time, New Zealand Daylight Time. It is Waikato taking on Auckland. Until then, hei kona.